Hey guys, welcome back.
Battle
So,
started.
here we are, guys. You have asked for it, and you shall receive it. This is the rematch. So, for those of you who don't know, I think it's not a really old video. I think it's somewhat recent. I've got a video that's like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes long, and it's called Spawn Kill or Insta Kill or something like that, where me and Dilidi, me and this player, we had a game on this same map, and basically I just went into vehicles, super aggressive, went in there, and it was game over. My strategy on that was, he took this central sort of pincer area here, where you can get somebody in a choke point, and I think that's what he was hoping to do over there, just kind of defend. But I went into units, super aggressive, kind of bypassed his commander and destroyed his base. And he had nothing left, and he resigned. This time round, I thought, look, you know, the meta on this map is everybody knows it. Make vehicles go in, because you got such nice metal points, right? They're all like 2 point something. In this one, I thought, you know what? Let me try bots. Let me try bots. See if I can do the same sort of game plan and see how it works out. Now, I don't know what is wrong with this tick. Maybe this tick has a tick in its brain, not quite ticking properly. So as my ticks are moving out, you can hopefully see what I was able to see. Now this was immediately after that game that I had where I got the upper hand and was able to get the win. So I think he already knew what my game plan was going to be, super aggressive. He's now gone into vehicles. I can't recall if off the top of my head if in the first game he did vehicles or bots. I think he might have done bots. I think, and I believe he realized at this point bots isn't going to quite cut it. Look, I mean, look at all the metal points, right? They're all 2.2s or 2.1s, so they're really, really good. Right, what did my early aggression get me? Well, I know exactly where he is, but there wasn't going to be too much guesswork there anyway. It's a relatively small map, so you already know where your peoples are. So what have I done? I put two LLTs because I didn't want any sort of sneaky plays around the back, because that's what I would do. I kind of based it off of what actions would I have undertook. Not sure why this guy was here. Maybe there was a yeah. I can't recall if he tried to send any units up. Now, because I've decided to go into bots, and I can see that my opponent's gone into vehicles, I can't play as aggressive as I did in the first game. It's not going to be able to happen. I mean, if he throws just a few tanks out in there, I'm going to be in a bad spot. I don't think I should have done this. I believe I should have waited, because look at what I wanted to do. I felt as though he was going to try and take the middle again, naturally. And I thought, if I can still just be sneaky, but in hindsight, now looking back, I don't think this was a good idea. I think I should have built up more of an army and then did this same move. I don't think the move was wrong, but then have a second battalion, right, or the first battalion keeps these guys busy, and have a big army to go back here. Because look, think about it, I still managed to get through. He didn't allow his units to chase. I got this guy through all the way over here. So truthfully, had I been a little bit more patient, I think I could have done really well. I've completely abandoned this little guy here. Now I realize I should be doing something with him, going after the mexes. Now, a problem of mine, and you might have seen this in my first ever 1v1 video, I really struggle with microing units and managing the base, macroing my base. See, right now, I know some of you are probably shouting at the screen, you've done great here. You got two mexes, finish him. Like, what are you doing? Go take care of this guy. But I had a little unit over here that I needed to take care of. I think he ate up the tick. I'm sending these guys in again. Surprisingly, they made it through. I'm really shocked by that. But they're heavily damaged. Bar well, one is heavily damaged. There's only three of them, and like I said, look, he's in vehicles, so he's gonna do really really well. And I think maybe these 2 rounds of relative success was a bit of a false economy for me. It made me think that, hey, look, I'm still getting into his base. Lucky, or maybe I shouldn't say lucky, but very good LLT position there. 'Cause normally LLTs can't fire over the over LL or over wind turbines. They can't do it. But there was nothing blocking it. He had a bunch of wind turbines around it, but nothing necessarily blocking it. So he did well. I'm trying to go into another constructor so I can send him out and claim all of this. Now, what he's done better than me is he at least done his expansion early. And this is what I mean when I go into microing and being aggressive. I certainly lack the macro element of it. Trying to utilize my original con now to at least build some e-converters. What was my thinking here? So what I didn't want is for I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because I feel like this game is gonna drag otherwise. So what I didn't want is to try and defend on too many flanks, because that wasn't gonna be good for me. So if I thought, right, okay, let me cover off at least one, this is just suicidal. I mean, at this point now I can see he's got beamers and everything else. It's really tough. If you're playing as Armada bots, it's really tough. What you need is artillery units. Rocketeers aren't really going to cut the mustard, man. Not when they got beamers and they got missile trucks. I need some vehicles. Basically, this shell shockers. I want these. I need these artilleries. Problem is, I've lost a lot of my bots. So I need an infantry line to protect these shell shockers. I really struggle to say this word, but as you can see, they're quite weak. But they're the only things in the tier 1 tech stage, right? That can help me in this. So in terms of learnings, I think that's the only thing I can offer. I mean, if your opponents have gotten to this pinch point and they've gone heavy into artillery or defenses, I should say, and you're in bots, it's going to be very hard. I mean, going into vehicles to get your own artillery units is the right thing to do. However, I think the amount I've kind of now abandoned them, which I don't think I should have done in hindsight. I think I should have doubled down and gone heavy into pawns, and that's where I think my problem was. Pawns, why? Cheaper compared to maces and rocketeers, and I can make loads of them, really really spam them out. Going into all of these blitzes, I thought I could ball them up, but look, they've got too much of a force now for these blitzes to really do anything. Yeah, completely destroyed. Annihilation. And the problem is, this is gonna be the name of the game. I realize tier 1 isn't gonna cut the mustard. I'm trying to go into tier 2. He's not necessarily attacking me. He's just getting a bigger and bigger army together, which is making me nervous. It's making me nervous. The challenge here is, I didn't feel as though I can stop making units, because just in case they come for me, what am I gonna do? I have nothing to defend myself with if I stop making units. I'm trying to get this guy to make more energy, because the amount of mexes is spent. Like, it's done for. I can't make mexes on anything else, right? So I need to pump up my energy so I can utilize more e-conversion. I can't really get the reclaim on this because of his forces. So he's being clever. He's going in there. one, to make sure like I don't get the metal that's lying around over there. He doesn't want to allow me to rest on my laurels, which is good. But if you notice, even still, like he could finish me off if he really wants to. He's not doing any scouting on me. So this is a lesson you can learn if you find yourself in his shoes, right? So in this match, I should say, I'm not I'm not in the advantage. I'm not in the advantage at all. So if you are somebody who is in the point of advantage, send scouts. Send scouts. You should be able to do that. You may still have your tier 1 lab up. If you got scout units, send them in. He's in a Marder, and he's got a Marder tier 2, and I could tell because he had a radar jammer there. You will still be able to send light units across just to see what your enemy has. In fact, matter of fact, if I put player view on him, he's got excellent radar coverage, so he should know there's not really much to challenge him. He's doing well now. He's moving up, taking the mexes, getting the reclaim very well. He's spotted the lab. This is going to go down super quick. And there's not going to be much left here. Like, I made my favorite unit in the game, the gunslinger, hoping he could be the bully against the tier 1 units. But the thing is, he's already in tier 2, so I was late. I was late to make that play. And there's not too much I can do over here. Welders, I figured, because of their ability to take hits, they should be relatively good. But energy is a problem. Investing in wind, no e-storage, it's gonna be a problem. With that being said, he's now come in. I'm sending in my commander. I thought, let me at least try and disintegrate some of these guys, man. But hey, that was it. I mean, look, like I said, the meta of this map is pretty much rudimentary, straightforward. Go into vehicles, doesn't matter if you're Marder or if you're Cortex, and you're gonna absolutely do super well. In this rematch, I tried to do something a little bit different. I wanted to see just how good can you really play bots in here if your enemy is going into vehicles. The answer is clearly no, definitely no. I mean, if he went into bots, and I mean, if your enemy went into bots and you're into bots, it'd be a good match. Enemy is in vehicles, you're in vehicles, good match. If you're in bots, they're in vehicles, it's over. I would say 9 out of 10 cases, right? There's always going to be edge cases there and the exceptions. But here we are. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the rematch. And yeah, shout out to Dilly D, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Peace.